Welcome to another edition of Great Health, Abundant Happiness, and Outrageous Love. Mwah. What a great way to start the day, getting a little exercise with my beauty. It's fun.
It is?
I want to do a quick video, and we have a question. My question for the day, it might even be the question of my life. I've been trying to answer this, working with people, all through business and even outside. Why is it that people want to attract negative vibrations or low vibrational energy? What I mean by that is, go into a room of people, 100 people, you're in a motivational session, you're with a bunch of people in business, and you're talking about the basics of like attracts like, meaning if I walk out this door and I smile at someone, there's a pretty good chance they're going to smile back at me. If I'm going to hold the door open for someone to come in with their skis, they're going to say, oh, thank you so much. They're just going to feel so good about it. But if I go ripping out of here and the Jeep and cut somebody off, they might actually give me the finger. Or I watched somebody do this going down the highway. Two guys were like almost racing, almost hitting each other on the highway getting around a truck because they were so mad. The other guy caught up to somebody else, and I caught up to the guy next to him, and I know there was some kind of thing going back and forth between them. What a way to start your day. So here's the question. I think most people would say, yeah, Jeffrey, you're right. If you're good to people, they'll be good back to you. If you're negative to people, they're going to be negative back to you. If you don't do your share, people aren't going to do their share for you. Everybody would agree with that, don't you think?
I think so. I think if someone comes at you, the natural instinct is to go back at them. But, you and I try not to operate that way. We try when someone comes at us to listen to what they're saying.
Right.
And instead of react, we try to listen to it, understand it, and then hopefully respond instead of react. And there's a big difference right there. Right?
Yeah, it's a huge difference. But the question is, why do most people? Well, a lot of people just don't do this. You just watch it day in and day out, and I just don't know.
I think they think everyone's out to get them. And the reason that you would think that is because you are out to get yourself. It's a self-sabotage. You don't feel that strength and worthiness, that what I call that bulletproof self-confidence, that bulletproof self-love, that bulletproof self-worth within. So if somebody comes at you, instead of responding back with, oh, you go first, right?
Right.
I'm secure enough to not have to go first. And not only that, it makes me feel good to help you. You go first.
Yeah.
But most people, are on the defense.
I don't know why. That's the question. The question is why. Is it a lack of self-esteem? Put our mask on. Good morning. How are you today? Great. Excellent. Yes, exactly.
Every morning, this is our routine.
So, anyway, question of the day. So could you please comment down below and let us know your thoughts? I hate to say it's not human nature. I know it's not human nature because we're all born pure love and goodness. Right. I know it's not human nature. Are we learned this? Are we learned it because of competitiveness?
Hold on right there. If it's not human nature, because we're born with pure love, that means it's something that we learn, right?
Yes, yeah.
So that means it's something that not only did we learn along the way, but we've adapted it as more valuable because that's what we're choosing. It's more valuable for me to cut that person off than it is for me to let that person go and say, oh, wow, maybe they have a family emergency they need to get to, or maybe their wife is having a baby, or whatever it is, right? Instead of having this beautiful thought or this compassionate thought for somebody else, we're choosing to have this defensive, reactive thought.
Yeah,
so that's got to be learned.
Well, no, it's definitely learned, but then it's learned too, where you've learned that if you say hi to somebody with a big smile, they smile back at you.
Yes.
That's learned too. Why do people stick to this low vibe? That's the question.
Actually, that's not even learned. That's innate, because smiles are contagious. So that's an interesting point, Jeffrey. So actually the kindness is innate. But we're learning to be unkind.
Well, that's true.
We're
It's
learning
true.
negative vibration. Positive vibration, love, peace, joy is innate within us. And what we've done is we've covered it up and chosen to have a negative low vibration.
Right. The question is why. So some
Why?
people,
Why would you pick that?
go around, you'll see the successful people that they're out there putting out a positive vibe and getting back. You'll see unsuccessful people, and I'm not talking about just businesses and life, out there with a negative vibe and get a negative vibe back.
Yes,
Question is why.
Yes.
I'm trying to wrap this thing. Okay,
I
Karen,
know.
you got another question.
I know, I'm always doing this to Jeffrey, and his arm gets really tired holding the camera. But one more question is, why is it that successful people with their high vibration, why are they successful? Because people are attracted to that.
Exactly.
Right?
Like attracts like.
Right.
That's what we're saying. So they're actually putting out a positive vibe, getting a positive vibe back.
Right.
But others choose to put out a negative vibe, getting a negative vibe back.
Right.
The question is why? Why are people doing this when they know what I'm talking about? They know what we're talking about. They would all be nodding their heads, yes, Jeffrey, that's exactly the way the world works. You're absolutely right. I'm going to go out of this room and I'm going to be really positive. I'm just going to give love and light out to everybody I meet. And they go out and cut somebody off on the way out of the parking lot. Why is that? That's the question of the day.
Wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love from the garage at Copper Springs Lodge in Copper Mountain.
Thanks, guys.